From dinarguru.com, on February 26, 2025, newshound Intel Guru Mountain Goat stated that the process regarding the dinar must change, highlighting the need to move away from its sole de facto peg to the US dollar. This, he suggests, is the only way out of the current situation in Iraq. He emphasizes the importance of transitioning to a basket of currencies of developed countries, as recommended by the IMF and World Bank in 2011. He also recalls that in 2012-2013, the then director of the CBI, Dr. Shabibi, was planning to implement this transition, which would have facilitated the reinstatement of the dinar, contingent on the execution of the project to delete the zeros. 2/26/2025 Intel Guru Mark Z article, The Return of Exports and the Absence of Revenues, the oil file with Kurdistan, opens a new page. All of this is happening right now and is part of the HCL. On February 26, 2025, Intel Guru Frank 26 reported an update from the ground in Iraq, where Firefly noted that Mr. Sami stated in a speech that Iraq's national resources are set to rise in value, particularly referring to the dinar. The report highlighted the possibility of a return to the former exchange rate of $3.22, which was previously based on oil revenue. Frank 26 remarked that while Iraq could choose to set the dinar at a 1-to-1 exchange rate with the American dollar, it would be considered a less favorable option. He emphasized that the proper approach would be a reinstatement of the currency at 3.22 cents, allowing it to float, and suggested capping it as it potentially rises to $4. On February 26, 2025, newshound Guru Samson reported that Prime Minister Mohammed Shia Al-Sudani received a phone call on Tuesday evening from U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio to discuss bilateral agreements. Newshound Guru Militia Man reports that Iraq's value is not solely based on oil, highlighting the country's diverse income streams and natural resources. He emphasizes the importance of achieving a proper valuation based on real assets rather than the current sanctioned exchange rate, which has been in the sub-penny range for over 20 years. Militiaman believes that now is Iraq's time to shine, as the country is poised for full integration into the international arena. On February 26, 2025, newshound Guru Claire reported that Prime Minister Mohammed Shia Al-Sudani received a phone call from U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio. During the call, they discussed the overall bilateral relations between Iraq and the United States and ways to enhance and develop them. It was agreed to intensify communication and deepen cooperation. On February 26, 2025, a very solid statement was made, noting that Mountain Goat nailed it. This statement aligns with what happened when Kuwait revalued. Iraq has already named the basket of currencies that will back the dinar, and the gold-backed I-dinar will support it along with this basket of currencies. 2/26/2025 Intel newshound Guru Mark Z reference Mountain Goat post. 2/26/2025 Intel Guru Frank 26. There are so many things that are at a standstill right now, waiting for the new exchange rate. That is such an obvious indication that there is a new exchange rate. Every time we see a pause, a delay, it's because it's looking for the new exchange rate. Right now, the evidence is showing that Sudani is really tightening up the security on the new exchange rate. Newshound Guru Caparoni stated on 2/26/2025 that he believes the dinar can increase in value, but clarified that any potential increase would adhere to the same mathematical principles that apply to other countries, including GDP, supply and demand, economic growth, and diversification. 2/26/2025 Newshound Guru article, Vietnam's economic takeoff surpassing the Philippines to join ASEAN's top 4. Quote, Vietnam's ascent in economic rankings is a testament to its robust growth and strategic policies aimed at fostering sustainable development. Iraq leads the Arab countries and ranks 7th in the world by buying gold. According to the World Gold Council, Iraq came at the forefront of Arab countries in buying gold during 2024, with a total purchase volume of about 20.1 tons. This brings Iraq's gold reserves to 162 tons, compared to approximately 12.3 tons purchased in 2023. 2/26/2025 Intel newshound Guru Mark Zia PDK states that, in his opinion, Sudani is holding up the release of the budget tables until they are ready to release the new rate. They are stuck holding those tables until the rate release is finalized. 2/26/2025, Intel Guru Frank 26. I consider this Kurdish oil to be the final countdown. Many things are waiting for the new exchange rate, but IMO, the most important thing is this oil. Intel Guru Bruce, via Wiser Now, expressed belief that we are 1 or 2 days from being notified based on what was heard. 2/27/2025, Intel Newshound Guru Mark Z. To arrange the papers with the Americans, the reasons for Al-Kazemi's return to Baghdad. This is former Prime Minister. Al-Kazemi is extremely well-versed and well-connected in the US and Saudi political systems. He is back in Iraq to be a go-between mediator as they work through all their final agreements with the US, Saudi, and the basket of currencies. They have the A-team in charge, and it is getting fun to watch. 2/27/2025 int article. Al-Sudani and US Secretary of State discuss areas of coordination between the two countries by phone. This phone call was magic IMO. You know when you strike a match, everybody can smell you struck that match? Sudani and the US Secretary of State are talking about coordination between the two countries. And that ends this report. Thank you for listening in, and I hope this news provided you with valuable insights. Until next time, stay well and informed.